Okay, this is a good one. I think this is a good one, especially since this kind of could relate to you as well.
Ooh.
Am I the asshole for letting my soon to be stepdaughter call me mama despite her mother's wishes?
Mm.
Okay, so here's the backstory. My fiance, Miguel, now 25-year-old male, and I, now 23-year-old female, met while we were in high school. Aww. We became very close friends. We even planned on attending the same college, which was a surprise to both of us. Even after he graduated and I was still in high school, he remained extremely close. Wait, how old are? Oh, they're only 2 years apart. Long story short, we grew apart when he got his girlfriend pregnant, and he began to focus more on working to support them rather than school, like me.
Mm-hmm.
So about 2 years ago, I was at the store shopping when I saw Miguel again. It felt like no time had passed at all because he made a dumb joke that made me laugh. We made small talk, which turned into a starting to hang out again. Eventually, I found out that he and his former girlfriend hadn't even lasted until the baby was born before they broke up.
Mm.
Because of that, they worked out a custody agreement where their daughter Anna would stay. She gave it too much names. Would stay with Miguel full time, and she would get every other weekend and every Wednesday. Okay. Anna was about four. Damn, the mom got a good end of the stick. Well, maybe the dad did. It depends on who wanted the kid more, I guess. Anna was about 4 when I met her, and she was the most beautiful, charming little girl I ever met. We hit it off almost instantly, which was great because her dad and I started dating a month later. She's 6 years old now. We were at
Mm.
the zoo a few weeks ago while my fiance was at work, and she very casually slipped in mama while telling me about the zebra. I thought it was just a mix up, so I didn't say anything about it except it kept happening. I told her dad about it later, and he didn't really seem to mind. He said he'd have a talk with her if it bothered me, but it didn't, so it just kept happening. Anna and I were close, so it made me feel honored to be called that. Right? We apparently, while at her mom's, Anna was talking about her mama and the zoo trip. Her mother dropped her off on Monday and asked to speak to me. Basically, she told me that she wasn't a deadbeat mom and that she provided money and time for her daughter, so I didn't need to try to replace her or mother her. Aw, I have so much thoughts on this. I tried to respect her wishes, so I corrected Anna, but she just kept calling me her mama, and honestly, she didn't seem to want to break the habit. She even got upset when I tried to find a nickname for her to call me, so I let her continue calling me that. Well, her mom and I had another talk that turned into an argument because I didn't stop her from doing it. I told her Anna could call me whatever she wanted as long as it made her happy. Her mom said she was extremely hurt by Anna calling me mama, and asked if I could try to understand. I told her I had never encouraged her to call me that, but I wouldn't discourage her either. I just wanted Anna to be happy and comfortable around me, no matter what she calls me. This has caused a big issue with her mom, and she's been slandering me to our mutual friends and on Facebook for trying to replace her and basically calling me an a hole for pretending to be her kid's mom. So, am I the a hole?
That last line kind of is like weird. She not pretend she is her mom now. Well as you. Like it's not like she's trying to replace you. Like she's taking up that role. Why did they break up? Did they just break up?
It just didn't last. She
Yes,
didn't say.
nothing malicious. It's just now that's her mama. And like I think she should have mentioned like did she stop calling her mom mama as well? I think that matters too.
That's a good question. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I understand the concern for the mom, the biological mom.
Mm-hmm.
I understand her concern. But I think from the conversation, she should have. I think she more worried about herself than about her daughter.
Yeah.
It's a very selfish concern.
Mm-hmm.
Like obviously this person is never gonna ever be her biological mom. You're
Yeah.
gonna always hold that title, so you can't like chill. If anything, why not just spend more time with your daughter if
Yeah.
that's your real concern that you're getting replaced?
Mm-hmm.
Like yeah, you spend money on your daughter and you spend time with her, but unless you have an actual active role, no amount of money is gonna make up for all the time you missing.
Yep.
So I feel like if I was in the biological mom's shoes,
Mm-hmm.
I would be okay with it because logically, I would just think of it as a co-parenting situation.
Yep.
My kid now has two dads instead of one, and I think that's a good thing. Two dads and a mom, right? I think that's a good thing. As
Two
long as
moms and a
me and
dad.
the no, I'm saying if I was I'm reversing sexist as
Oh,
well
okay,
because I
okay,
don't
okay,
want to
okay.
comment on a woman.
Gotcha.
No reason why I just did that.
Yeah,
Anyway, me and a guy,
yeah. Gotcha,
and
gotcha,
he's with my girl, my ex.
gotcha.
And I wouldn't mind if my child calling him dad because yeah, he's kind of like your dad. He's your stepdad, right? That
Yeah,
that makes sense. As long as me and him don't have any beef personally, like me and him don't dislike each other,
yeah.
I don't see a problem. Because I know male egos can come into play. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if he have an ego. He might be trying to act macho or whatever. But I don't
Yeah.
feel like most men who actually care about children would, right? He probably would be like try and be friends with me, and I want to try and be friends with him too because it's about the child
Mm-hmm.
more than it's about me or him.
Yeah. She actually creating beef that wasn't even supposed to be there in the first place.
Yeah,
I feel like she should talk to her daughter and like try to make her even more happy and say, well, now you have two moms, like, because she's only 6. It's not like she's like
yeah,
13. Like, as a 13-year-old in that situation, probably call the mom by their name and then eventually call them mom. But she's 6. Like, she needs someone to be her mom in her head, at least.
yeah. Also, too, she could ask the child, "Oh, you call her mom? What do you call me then?" Or like get I guess
Yeah.
like trying to find out how the child is thinking about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could ask if you are worried that she's replacing you, you could ask the child, "Do you think that she's more your mom than me?" or something like that. Like see what the child says. Maybe the child might say yes. Maybe they might say no. You don't know.
I think that's maybe too deep for a 6-year-old to think about. And that's the problem. Like, she's
Maybe.
so young, It's not even her fault
Yeah.
at that age.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel for her, but at the same time, I also feel like she's being immature.
Yeah. It's hard to feel for her almost.
Yeah. What about you? What would you do in that situation? Well, you're a stepdad, right?
Correct.
Do you have any beef with your child's biological dad? Or
No,
like,
we
how
never
does he act?
met. So my
Is
son,
he involved in his life, in the child's life at all?
no, my son asks questions and we answer them, but that's about it. He knows that I'm his dad from
Okay.
like a long time ago. I don't think he's ever called me by my name. No. Even when like his side of the family addresses me by my name, he still calls me dad. So it's like that's what he wanted me to be. So that's what I am.
Okay. That's another thing too. I also worry about that. Well, not worry about that, but I also wonder like if I'm the step parent coming in,
Mm-hmm.
how would I feel if the kid who's not biologically mine didn't call me dad?
Yeah.
Again, also feel like I wouldn't care. It's all about the child at the end
Yep.
of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe once they hit 30, I could stop caring about them. But before then, they're
Yeah.
my child. I mean, even after they're 30, they're still my child. But now I could like relax a little bit more because now they're an adult.
Yeah. Hmm.
And I know that's kind of funny. People in the audience like, wait, adult at 30? Yes. In my mind, I mean, honestly, in my mind, no matter what age my kid is, I don't always treat them like they're my kid. Like,
Yeah.
you could be 100 years old and I could be 200 years old. I don't actually know the age difference, so don't ask me to do the math. But anyway, you could be 100 years old.
What
As
are you
long as I stay
doing? No,
alive,
no, no. We have to stop. That's too.
no, I am
Put
not
at
doing the math.
least 20 years in between you. At least.
Fine. You could be 100, I could be 140.
That's fine.
And and if you ask me for help, I'm giving you help. You ask me to give you the house because you don't have a place to stay. Well, maybe I
Mm,
won't give you the house, but maybe
mm.
I will. Like, I won't give you whatever you need because you're my child.
You can imagine having a child at 100 and then living 100 years later until they make 100. Okay.
Hey, with technology and healthcare, well, not in
Oh,
America, but healthcare somewhere else, maybe.
that's crazy, man. Yeah, I feel like the mom here, well, the stepmom here is not the asshole. She's not even doing anything actively. That in the
Yeah,
shelf should just say like, step up your game, mom. If you want to be
yeah,
called,
I
well,
agree.
even if she's not being called mom either, she has had a problem with her being called mom.
Yeah, yeah. She just having thin skin right now. Like, calm down. It's not
Mhm.
about you.
We feel for you, but it's not that deep.
Yeah, it's not at all.
Yeah. Okay.
If you have a problem with your child calling her mom, I don't even know what to say. Just get over it. That's literally it.
Yeah, man.